something unbelievable happened. A dramatic transformation stunned the league. The man who once drew criticism for his conditioning now looks like he's spent the entire offseason sharpening his body and mind. Critics don't know what to say, and fans can't decide whether to celebrate or question how Luka managed it so fast. But listen to this, because it might blow your mind. This physical overhaul is just the beginning. Beneath the surface, there's swirling speculation about whether Luka is truly happy in Los Angeles, if he regrets the trade, and what might happen this summer when his contract situation comes into play. Rumors of controversies, questionable habits, and conflicts with former teammates make the future look more uncertain than ever. In this video, we'll look deeper than the on-court highlights. We'll explore how one unflattering article might have awakened a beast inside Luka, how the Lakers are riding the wave of his renewed drive, and here's where things take an unexpected turn. The biggest story might be the decisions he makes off the court regarding his looming extension. By the end, you might see that Los Angeles, despite all its star power, has a massive challenge to overcome if they hope to keep Luka satisfied. Luka Dončić's critics have always targeted his conditioning. Early last year, he openly admitted to enjoying too much downtime after the season ended. When he showed up at a training camp carrying extra weight, the whispers turned into full-blown condemnation. Opponents like Dallas, his old franchise, fueled those whispers by leaking stories to the media suggesting he lacked discipline. But that's not all, because it gets even crazier. The moment he arrived in Los Angeles, Luka seemed to have shed the extra pounds in record time. His face looked sharper, his arms more defined, and he even moved laterally with more quickness. An anonymous source claimed that after Dallas publicly criticized him, they awoke a beast inside. That phrase went viral, and people began asking if humiliation or rage spurred him toward this overnight transformation. Yet there's another twist to this story. Social media exploded with before and after pictures, fueling speculation about how Luka accomplished this mid-season. Was it specialized training, a strict diet, advanced technology? No one had a concrete answer, but everyone agreed on one thing. This was a different Luka, focused, intense, and newly motivated. Poster-worthy dunk against his old team. That dunk came with a glare aimed at the Dallas executives who once called him lazy. Suddenly, the conversation morphed from, "Is Luka done?" to, "How did he do this so quickly?" Insiders wondered if the Lakers had given him a strict regimen or some tough love behind the scenes. Did Los Angeles have resources Dallas never provided? Or was it simply a matter of being in a city known for its spotlight, where a star of Luka's caliber wouldn't dare slack off? Answers remain elusive, but the transformation's impact on both his play and his reputation is undeniable. The first major home game at Crypto.com Arena against the Dallas Mavericks delivered everything fans wanted, and then some. Cameras honed in on Lakers general manager Nico Harrison, standing courtside with a calm, almost curious gaze as Luka warmed up. But nobody expected the level of intensity Luka brought to that matchup. When the game started, Luka racked up 7 quick points, effortlessly cutting through the Mavericks' defense. Wait until you hear the next part. Dallas adjusted by double-teaming him, but Luka's passing genius lit up the floor. He found LeBron James for highlight dunks and fed open shooters in the corners, unraveling Dallas's plan to stifle him. Each time Luka made a brilliant pass or nailed a shot, he'd shoot a glance toward Nico Harrison, almost a silent message that said, "Remember me?" Meanwhile, LeBron thrived alongside a rejuvenated Luka, igniting a Lakers offense that had struggled for sparks in recent months. Klay Thompson, who somehow landed in Dallas, started draining clutch threes, threatening to swing momentum late in the game. Despite those heroics, Luka refused to let his old franchise steal the win. He dropped a triple-double, orchestrated the dagger play, and put the final nail in the Mavericks' coffin. Believe it or not, that's not the end of it. That single-statement win changed the public narrative. Analysts began saying the Lakers looked legit, possibly even capable of a deep playoff run. But lurking behind this triumph was a more unsettling truth. The Lakers still had major flaws, and one of them could unravel everything if left unaddressed. Public opinion can do a complete 180 in the blink of an eye. Just a few weeks prior, pundits bashed Luka for missing clutch shots and for being a defensive liability. The same critics now praised him for hustle and energy after he arrived in LA. Yet there's another twist to this story. Some people still wondered why he didn't show this same hustle in Dallas. Was it truly a lost cause there? Or did he just need a wake-up call? Even JJ Redick once argued that a coach should consider benching Luka late in games if his defense remained subpar. Now benching him seems laughable as he dives for loose balls and rotates quickly on defense. With great performances comes sky-high expectations. The Lakers want a championship, and fans sense a golden opportunity. For Luka, the stakes extend beyond this season. His every move on and off the court is scrutinized like never before, especially since his contract situation could reshape the entire franchise. This is where it becomes truly jaw-dropping. Can a single superstar fix structural issues like rim protection and roster balance? And how will that pressure affect Luka's decision when it's time to sign on the dotted line? The spotlight is brighter than ever, and the margin for error is slimmer than it's been in years. Despite Luka's surge, a glaring issue remains. They nearly landed Mark Williams before negotiations fell apart, tossing around multiple first-round picks to no avail. Left with Jackson Hayes, Alex Len, or an undersized Rui Hachimura, they lack a true defensive anchor. This deficiency could doom their playoff hopes. A small ball lineup can thrive offensively, but crumbles against dominant big men. Imagine a 7-game series against Nikola Jokic. The Lakers might have to triple-team him every possession, leaving shooters free on the perimeter. Their entire defense becomes a house of cards. And just when you think you know the story, there's more. Nico Harrison gambled a fortune to acquire Luka, leaving fewer assets to chase a center. Did he rely too heavily on star power from Luka and LeBron, hoping sheer talent would overcome a roster flaw? The debate rages on among fans and analysts alike. If the Lakers can't plug this gap in the near future, Luka might view this entire situation as unsustainable. After all, he left Dallas partly because they failed to build a consistent winner around him. If Los Angeles repeats that mistake, the consequences could be dire. Here's where the stakes rise to dizzying heights. Now brace yourself for a major surprise. Luka can either sign a 4-year max extension with LA this summer for about $228.5 million, or opt for a 3-year deal to seek a supermax later. Or, and this is what keeps the Lakers up at night, he could do nothing and walk into free agency next year. And as wild as that sounds, the real bombshell is just ahead. Losing Luka for nothing would be catastrophic. The Lakers don't have enough draft picks to rebuild on the fly, and their best young prospect is Austin Reeves. Hardly the type of piece you can build a championship core around by himself. Some front office insiders whisper that if Luka won't commit to an extension, they might consider trading him rather than risk losing him for free. That idea feels almost sacrilegious, but letting a generational talent walk away could cripple the franchise for years. Hold on, because this next part changes everything. The entire NBA is watching. The slightest hint that Luka might be available will trigger a bidding war like we've never seen. The Lakers are on the clock, needing to prove they can form a contender fast. The pressure on them is intense, and Luka holds all the cards. While Luka's physical revival and contract loom large, another controversy bubbles under the surface: his lifestyle choices. Here's the part no one saw coming. An article from The Athletic claimed he drank beer and smoked hookah, implying a lack of Mamba mentality. This clashed with GM Nico Harrison's obsession with discipline, fostered by his friendship with Kobe Bryant. But don't make up your mind yet. Wait until you hear this. If the Lakers stumble, Luka's dissatisfaction could boil over. Combined with the negative press about beer and hookah, the narrative could spin out of control, leaving LA scrambling to keep their newly acquired superstar happy. Luka Dončic's tale in Los Angeles has morphed into one of the most compelling sagas in the modern NBA, and it only gets more unbelievable from here. He's gone from out-of-shape scapegoat to a lean, dynamic star in a matter of weeks, instantly revitalizing the Lakers and confounding critics. Yet the real bombshell is just ahead. The question of whether he'll commit to a long-term future in LA or leave for greener pastures. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss our next upload.